Hello, my dear students. I hope you all are fine and healthy. Wishing you the best time of the day, whichever time you are watching this video. I'd like to proceed with the exercise 6.3, which is supposed to be the last exercise of this chapter, lines and angles. Till now, we have learned lots of angles and the properties. The most basic one was vertically opposite angles. When two lines intersect each other, this is the condition that the lines should be intersecting each other. Then this angle 1 is congruent to this angle 2, and at the same time this angle is congruent to this angle. To be precise, if supposing this is PQ and supposing this is AB and this is O, then angle POA is congruent to angle BOQ. Angle POB is congruent to angle AOQ. This is one that we have learnt. Then we also learned that adjacent angles property. According to that, angle AXB plus angle BXC is equal to full angle AXB plus angle BXC is full angle AXC, angle AXC. Okay, fine. And of course after that we learned angles in linear pair. That is when actually the adjacent angles make a straight line. Angle AXB plus angle BXC, this is going to make a straight line, that is angle 180 degree. This is always equal to 180 degree because it is a measure of a straight line. Okay, these are the properties. And then we moved to a transversal that is cutting a line A, B, C, D. Let us ignore this. This is supposing P, Q. Now when there is a transversal that is cutting a line, at that time there are at minimum three types of angles that are formed. Angle APQ, angle PQD. I am just telling that they are the lines and they are cut by a transversal, nothing more than that. Angle APQ and angle PQD are alternate angles. Angle BPC and angle PQC are angle BPQ and angle PQC are alternate angles. Angle APQ, angle PQC are interior angles, they are making a C. Angle APQ, angle PQC are interior angles, they are making a C. Then angle BPQ, BPQ and angle PQD, again they are interior angles on the same side of the transversal, they are also making a C. And then we have angle RPA, angle RPA and angle PQC are basically corresponding angles because they are making an L. Okay, and angle RPB will be corresponding to angle PQD. Okay, these are the types of angles that we have to know. And actually the property is what? If the lines are transverse, if the lines are parallel, or if parallel lines are cut by a transversal. If these are the parallel lines, it is given in the question PQ is parallel to AB. If this is given in the question and then they are cut by a transversal, the transversal is RU is the transversal, then what happens? Then the corresponding angles formed are congruent. That means which angle will be congruent? Angle ATU. Angle ATU is a corresponding angle. It is like this. ATU is framing like this. ATU. The other one should be traveling in this fashion, and that is PST. PST. They will be congruent to each other because they are corresponding angles. Similarly, alternate angles are also congruent. Angle, supposing I tell BTS, angle BTS will be congruent to which angle? Now this is BTS like this. To make a Z, TSP, angle TSP, because they are alternate angles, alternate interior angles. Okay, fine. And then when it comes to interior angles, angle QST and angle STB are interior angles, but then the equation of the interior angles is angle QST, angle STB. These two interior angles, when they add, the sum is equal to 180 degree. Remember, there are two types of angles, two pairs of angles. which add up to become 180 degree. One is angles in linear pair and angle, the other one is interior angles. Okay, fine. And now what next? Not very much complicated. You have to understand that whenever a triangle is formed, triangle has got three interior angles, A, B, C. So in this angle, the name of this angle 1 is what angle? A, B, C. The name of this angle, I am labeling that 2, angle B is ABC. This is angle ABC. This is angle BAC, angle BAC, and this third angle is named as angle BCA, angle BCA. These are the three angles of the triangle, and when you add the three angles, then that is also equal to 180 degree. This is called as angle sum property of a triangle. Angle sum property of a triangle. According to that, sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Means all the angles you have to add, and the sum will be always 180 degree. Always it is 180 degree. And one more very important theorem is exterior angle theorem, which is also called as remote interior angles theorem. Both mean the same. See, exterior angle theorems or remote interior angle theorem. Before this, you have to understand the exterior angle first of all. Before we proceed further, we should know the exterior angle. Now, what is an exterior angle? Exterior angle, my dear students, you have to remember that exterior angle, when one side of a triangle is extended, then the angle between side of triangle and extended side of triangle, extended side, is exterior angle. Try to understand. Supposing if this is a triangle A, B, C. Now if I extend this side BC, I extend over here and this becomes P. Now the extended side, angle made by the extended side, remember this has to be the extended side, and the angle made by the side of the triangle. Now this is the extended side, this side will make an angle over here and make an angle over here. If it goes over here, so it will go to 180 degree to its own self. Then you will have to go over here. This angle ACP is called as exterior angle. Likewise, you can extend it anyway. If supposing I extend this angle, this side CA to Q, CA to Q. So now extended side is AQ. This AQ, if you go on this side, it will be 180 degree linear pair. But if you go in this side, then you will get angle QA, extended side and the side of the triangle. AB is the side of the triangle. This is the exterior angle QAB. Similarly, if I extend this R, now if you see, this is the extended BR. This BR, one extended and the other should be the arm of the triangle, side of the triangle. So angle CBR, angle CBR, they are basically exterior angles. Why I am telling you all this thing is that supposing if I extend this side also, see, if I extend AC over here, X, this is C. So now this is CX is an extended side. Can I say angle XCP is an exterior angle? No. Why? In angle XCP, XC or CX is an extended side and CP also is an extended side. Both the arms of this angle are extended sides. They are not an exterior angle. Remember, angle should be between side of a triangle and extended side. One has to be the side of the triangle and one has to be the extended side. So when I consider angle CX, extended arm CX, then angle XCB, angle XCB, this is an exterior angle because this is extended and then this CB is the side of the triangle. Similarly, if I extend this, then this is B. No, this is B and this is Y. Here if you will consider, YBR will not be exterior angle because BY is also extended, BR also is extended. No, inequality. YBA definitely, because BY is an extended side and BA is the side of the triangle. So angle YBA is definitely an exterior angle. Similarly, if I go over here, ZAC will be an exterior angle. Angle ZAC will be an exterior angle. Okay, my dear student, so in this way I have tried to explain you what are exterior angles. And now let us come to exterior angle theorem. See, my dear students, when it comes to exterior angle theorem, the one has to be an exterior angle. See, try to understand. X, Y, Z, W. Here the exterior angle is WYX. This is the exterior angle. Why? This YW is the extended side and XY is the side of a triangle. Exterior angle theorem, to better understand, is the actual name remote interior angles theorem. Actually, this is what statement is: exterior angle is equal to sum of remote interior angles. Actually is this: exterior angle is equal to sum of remote interior angles. What does this mean? Exterior angle. Now what is the exterior angle? If I consider over here WYX, if I consider angle, exterior angle WYX, it will be equal to sum of what? Remote interior angles. Now see, when I consider WYX, triangle always has three interior angles. This, three interior angles. Out of that, remote interior angles you have to choose. See, this is the neighbor. This angle is the neighbor. This is the exterior, this is the neighbor. This I should not choose. Remote, they are remote. Remote means far, outside. That is called as remote, from a distance. Remote control. When you control a TV with the help of a remote control, then you are controlling the TV from the distance. That's why it is called as remote control. So remote is from a distance, so at a distance. So which are the angles at a distance? These two angles are a distance, and sum of these two angles is equal to the exterior angle. So what I will do, I will write WYX, and then I will start with here, from here, angle YXZ, angle YXZ plus angle, now I will go in this direction, YZX. This is the equation of exterior angle theorem. We will do some more for you to understand. I'll write it over here now. Of course, I will have to consider the exterior angle if I extend this over here. This is V. Now, which is the exterior angle? VXZ. Remember, extended side and side of the triangle. Angle VXZ will be equal to what? VXZ. Now the immediate neighbor is this one. I should ignore this, and these two I should take. So for that, I'll start from x and I'll go in one direction. Angle x, y, z. Angle x, y, z plus angle. I started from x and came in this direction. Angle x, z, y. Angle x, z, y. This is exterior angle theorem. Okay. If I consider again this one, this is u. Now u, z, y. This is the exterior angle. Angle u, z, y. This will be equal to, now the immediate neighbor is this one. I'll ignore this. I'll start from z. Z, x, y. Angle z, x, y plus z, y, x. Angle z, y, x. This will be exterior angle theorem. Of course, I will get one more when I extend this. There can be numerous. In this case, if supposing this is t, z, x, this is the exterior angle. First, you should be able to understand the exterior angle. I can't take this t, z, s as the exterior angle. Both are extended sides. No. This will be exactly equal to this because they are vertically opposite angles. They will be exactly equal to each other. And when I consider this one, t, z, x will be equal to z, x, y plus z, y, x. Okay, my dear student, I hope you all are able to understand this.